to me, you're a witch. God said in the Bible that witches are evil. God said, don't do magic and witchcraft. God didn't say that. I'm going to say it again, and I'm going to give you proof. God didn't say that. A 2,000-year-old book that most Christians do not know where it came from or who wrote it said that. And why? Did they go deep into research to discover, why does this book say that? Who wrote that? And should I follow it? I'm going to tell you something that is quite shocking from Joel Baden, professor of divinity. Well, he's a professor of Hebrew Bible at Yale Divinity School. He said the Bible wasn't written for us. He said this is a professor of Hebrew Bible. He said the Bible isn't a spiritual book. The Bible isn't a holy book. He said the Bible is literature. The Bible is literature. Think on that. Meditate on that. What? He further said, no one who wrote part of the Bible thought they were writing a Bible. Meditate on that. Meditate on that. No one who wrote what we currently have in the Bible thought they were writing a Bible. They were writing letters. They were writing literature. They were writing sometimes reworked Homer. They were writing ancient Sumerian legends and tales and mythologies with truth smattered in. They were not thinking when they were writing it, let me write a Bible. No one woke up in the morning and said, not one Bible writer, of whom many of them we don't even know who wrote it. Not one woke up in the morning and said, I think I'm going to write a Bible today. And their husband or their wife or their friend or their boo or their lover or whomever said, oh, really? What's a Bible? You know, it's a big book. A lot of people are going to follow it. They're going to think it came from God. You're going to write a book and people are going to think the book came from God. I got to see this, because what would convince people that you're writing a book? I know you was just fighting with somebody down at the inn last night. You're going to write a book and people are going to think it's from God. Yeah, I'm going to write it. And it's called the Bible. No, said no one. Why are we stuck on this book that's 2,000 years old? I love the book. I absolutely love the book. Why do you think the book is binding on you? No, the book is not binding on you. The book wasn't even written for you. Now, that does not mean that you cannot get benefit from the book. I get benefit from the book all the time. I pick the book up. I might read something in the book that's inspiring. I might read something in the book that brings me to tears. I may read something in a book that causes me to have an amazing revelation, an epiphany, a Satori moment. Wow! This book is amazing. It's just not from God. Hey, we have proof. We have proof. It's all it. I'm putting it all in my book. It's link in bio. The real God is not in the Bible. So when people tell you you can't be a witch, you can't do magic, you can't do witchcraft, there's an explanation for that. And you can find the explanation if you go into deep research of the Bible. Most people don't even love the Bible enough to actually research the Bible. Where did it come from? How did we have it? What is Codex Sinaiticus? What is Codex Alexandrinus? What is the Septuagint? What is the Masoretic text? Most people, what are the Dead Sea Scrolls? What's the Nag Hammadi Library? Most people don't love the Bible enough to really find out what the Bible is really about and what it's really saying and what it's really passing on to humanity. So don't tell me anything about the Bible if you're not researching the Bible. If you got all your information about the Bible in church, you're sadly mistaken. Sadly mistaken. That book is not for you. That book was not written to be a Bible. That book is not binding upon you. That book is an extremely valuable book. That book has hexes and curses and aliens and dragons and spaceships and portals and allegory and mythology. It's got Greek gods. It's got the goddess. It's got this book is mind-blowing if you really knew what was in that book. Mind-blowing. I promise you, if they ask me, you're going to be on a deserted island for the rest of your life, what do you want? I would say, without hesitation, give me the Bible. You can only take one item. Give me the Bible. I'm just going to be here with the Bible. Not because I think it's a holy book. Not because I think it's from God. Not because I think it's binding upon me. Not because I think that somehow I'm beholden to listen to this book. No, because this book is humanity's book, and this book is preserving wisdom that people tended to and wrote and passed on and passed on and passed on. This book is magical by itself, because why did all these people say it takes such care and such devotion and such attention to these books and putting them together and hiding them in caves and burying them when the marauders were coming and writing them over and over and over and passing them on to people and writing it again? They didn't have typewriters, they didn't have computers. Obviously, there's something important about all of that. Not just for Christians, not just for Jewish people, for the whole world. There's something important about that for the whole world. So any person, be you witch, be you preacher, pastor, shaman, if you want, if you are led to, you can pick up a Bible. Christians, stop telling people, why are you reading the Bible? You're a witch. Witches can't read the Bible. The Bible says that. It sounds very kindergartenish and extremely elementary when you consider the vastness of this book and that anyone can access this book, and indeed everyone is free to, because it's not a religious book. A Muslim, an Islamic person can have a Bible. A Jewish person can have the whole Bible, the Jewish Bible and the Christian Bible. It's not a spiritual book. And if we take our spiritual lens off, if we stop looking at the Bible like it's a spiritual book, we can start to really understand what the Bible is actually saying. And we can appreciate the messages and the clues that it is giving us to our ancient origins and our true divine nature. I freaking love you. Mwah. Peace. ValerieLove.com, ChristianWitches.com.